Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin market as usual on Mondays. First of all, I would like to say that we have prepared the new fundamental research for the Bitcoin market. It's really interesting, and we, as usual, put in our blog. It's dedicated to cryptocurrencies. I put the link in today's video thread on the forum. So, in two words speaking, if previously we are usually were considering analysis of some not very famous analysis or private analysis, now we could get the analysis from the JP Morgan, we could get analysis from the Bloomberg. So really serious analysis starts to consider cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin market in particular. And our update and our monthly research contains a lot of information about market background in terms of the positions of the traders. So usually what we are considering in the commitment of traders report, change in the overall sentiment on the market, and forecasts by the Bloomberg, by the JP Morgan on the Bitcoin market in the medium-term perspective. In general, in two words speaking, overall background right now stands positive for the Bitcoin market. And for example, the Bloomberg expects it sees that market easily could reach within a few months 20,000 area. So, and potentially in perspective, it could be 28,000 level. So, all this stuff is based on some particular analysis tools. So it's not just occasionally they're telling something, but everything explains by some particular driving factors, indicators, statistics that they're following. So this is really very interesting report this time. So on the technical side, we guys, they do not need long-term charts because here you can see nothing is going on. Market spent time, it's very tight range. The one thing I would like to say here is that, well, currently it becomes visible the pattern that is forming here, and this pattern looks bullish. So this is kind of the flag pattern, or here's you could draw it as minor flag. Also you could consider it a bit greater, but some kind of the pennant pattern that is forming here, and this is potentially bullish pattern because tight consolidation below the previous lows after the strong sell-off. When the market shows now continuation following this momentum, because it was really sharp and mostly it has been erased totally, well, that could mean that market preparing for possible upward action. So we do not know where it will happen in particular. This is weekly chart, some time could spend since then, and maybe it will be within the few weeks, but overall situation here, this consolidation mostly has the bullish features rather than bearish. It's one thing that we could say on the longer term charts. On the daily chart, the same story. So you could see that our grabber that we discussed previously has been completed. So because minimal target of this grabber is done, because market has dropped below these lows, and that was the reason why we called to take the short position last week. But in general, you can see that overall price action stands very slow and stubborn. So market still forming high lows here, it's keeping trend bearish. So this is also gives the hint on the possible existence of some additional buying that stands in this consolidation, some kind of the accumulation of the bitcoins. It's preparation for some action. It means that this price behavior is not very friendly for any bearish positions. So and chances currently when you're following this and see this type of price action, well, it just do not encourage you to take the short position when you see this kind of action. You do not like to take it. At least, I mean, here on a daily chart. We thought that maybe market could hit 80 even area and show this final retracement, but market stands too stubborn here. And currently, well, it's difficult to suggest direct action right here. So maybe it will be some kind of the round top here is forming. And with the choppy price action, but market someday could reach this level. But currently in today's session, I do not want to take the short position by a few reasons. First of all, yes, this setup is done. So market has hit minimum target that we have suggested on Friday. And now take a look what we have. That's our major ABCD pattern that we talked about. Here, retracement after OP is done. It means that this action, it should become direct continuation to the XOP. So here, market has to stay in extension mode. But what we see here, market has formed kind of the butterfly, hits the same 30% support, forming bullish divergence with the MACD indicator. So, and sell-off that has happened on Friday on option execution, you can see, has been erased very fast. So market reestablished upward action again and erased this drop. So that has not become the beginning of the downward continuation and breakout of this level. Instead of that, market shows the pullback and hold above it. So that's the reason why I do not want to take the short position right from this level. If we will get lucky, I mean from the bearish point of view, we could get the opportunity to go short from the higher level, maybe from the 618 resistance. But ultimately and potentially this could happen that market will not show any downward continuation and could reestablish the upward action. That's also possible. That's why this is our chart, guys. It's the same divergence here, as you can see. In a few hours, today's session, I mostly expect that market will show a minor retracement right to 90.25 maybe area. Then it should show another leg up. Very probable it will be kind of the ABCD action. Most probable destination point is the agreement with the 94 area. So this will be 93.85, 94.15. This will be 618 resistance of the whole downward action here and target of the ABCD. Maybe right from here we will get chance to go short. At least some pullback here will happen. But at current moment, guys, I don't want to take the short position because it seems that market is ready to show another leg up, at least. If it wouldn't become the direct upward continuation, but at least it will be kind of retracement before downward action could reestablish. It's not fact that will happen, but at least before this moment where it could reestablish downward action, market should show another leg. So that's our short-term view on the Bitcoin market. As a bottom line, waiting for a pullback here, approximately the 90 even, 90.25, another leg up here, back to the 94 area. So that's what we suggest within 1 or 2 sessions.